Okay. Hello, it's Chair Yoga. My name is Lori, and we're going to do another week of Chair Yoga. And we'll put this key right over here on this bed. Yes, thank you. I'm going to be on the chair, sweetie. Okay, so in the background, I'm playing Crystal Bowl Meditation. It's just singing bowls with piano. So turn it down. Well, so how is everybody this week? I hope you've had a good week. And I hope those of you that can get a shot have gotten your shot for COVID. But now let's get to yoga. We got to talk about some things. So one, yoga means union, and we are doing this practice as a art of self-care. We're caring for ourselves, and yoga is union. We're going to match our breath and our body and our mind together while we do these exercises. So yoga is as much about the breathing as it is about the moves. And being in a meditative state or being mindful of your body is also a goal of yoga. You need to pay attention to yourself. So if something hurts, then stop the movement. So if I am telling you, or I'm showing you a move, an asana, a pose, and it's hurting you, it's okay to do as far as you can and then stop. There is no judgment. Don't hurt yourself. Do not hurt yourself. This is not a competition. Nobody can see you, and if they do, I'm sure that you feel comfortable enough with them that you're exercising around them. And this is a meditative practice. And the reason why yogis do these poses is because when they want to meditate, they want to be able to be still in their body and hold that for a long period of time. And unless your body is in good shape, it's hard to do that. So originally there were only 8 poses, and there's I don't even know how many number, but I'm learning 200. And I'm gonna let the kitty out. Go kitty. Bye bye. I'm going to learn 200 in the classes that I'm taking. So that's a lot of poses. That's a lot of asanas. But we'll do the best we can. I'll do the best I can. It's interesting. I'm learning online because, well, they went online with all of their classes because of the COVID-19. So, before you would have to go into a place and do your practice there, so they could make sure that you were doing the moves right. And so when COVID is over, if it ever gets safe to go out again, I'm going to be going to a yoga studio to learn more. But I have been to 2 or 3 yoga studios in the past. And, I went to them for a while, and then I found myself competing with other people so I'm not paying attention to myself. I'm worrying, am I doing the same thing that they're doing? And that's not what yoga is. It's more, paying attention to yourself, not to other people. So, after a while, I just decided not to go back anymore. But I did learn some really good stuff, so it wasn't a total waste. So you have your chair and you're wearing comfortable clothes. and you know not to hurt yourself. And so let us take our yoga seat. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit in the chair or on the stool as I am. And you want your feet hip width apart. You want your back straight. Your shoulders are down. Your head is straight. Make your spine as straight as you can. No slouching. And it's an intentional pose. You are like a statue, okay? But you're breathing. So we're going to sit in this pose for a couple of minutes and do our breathing. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and then we'll take a long, slow exhalation out, either through your mouth or nose, however you like to do it. So let us begin. Be scanning your body. How does your body feel? Check in with yourself. How does it feel to sit straight up? Does it feel uncomfortable, or is it comfortable for you? Are you doing it intentionally? Do you have your mind on the pose? And are you doing your breathing? These are things to think of. So how does that feel? It's sunny out today, and I know it's bright. I put the curtain, I don't know where to put the camera. I hope you can see me all right. Okay. So now we're going to do neck stretches. So sitting just as you were, legs a little bit apart, feet firmly on the ground, your hands in your lap or like this, however you like it. And we're going to do some neck stretches. So we're going to start from the center, and then we're going to turn our head slowly towards the wall. Take a breath and take another breath. And if you're done, if that's all you can do, you can come back to center, but I'm going to take 3 breaths. So let's start. And back to center. And now the other side. Your shoulders are down. Your back is straight. You're breathing full breath slowly, and your diaphragm goes down and pushes out your tummy. And then you have an exhale. Slow exhale. Back to center. Just do this one more time. So we're in the center and we're going to turn our head towards the wall this way. And we're breathing. And back to center. And one more side, the other way. And back to center. Yeah, how does your neck feel? How are your shoulders, your legs? How do your sit bones feel sitting in the seat? And now we're going to do an overhead stretch. So watch me and then we'll do them together. You're sitting in your yoga seat. Your legs are a little bit apart. Your feet flat on the floor. Your spine is straight. Your shoulders are down. Your head is straight. And you take your arms and put them overhead and connect them. Interlace your fingers. I don't think you can see that with this. My fingers are interlaced. And that's a modification you can do. If it hurts to put them straight up overhead, then you can bring them down in front of you a little bit. Let's see, like that. These are modifications. But eventually you want them up overhead straight, and you want to feel a lengthening right through here in your body. Okay, so let's do some of these. And down. I hold each pose for 3 breaths. You can choose to only hold it for 2 or 1. It depends on what you are comfortable doing. If you can hold it for 3, great. It helps to hold a pose because you're teaching your muscles. This is the way we're going. This is the way I want you to do. It's not on purpose. It's not an accident. It's on purpose. So pay attention, muscles. And down. Hands back on the lap. Breathe. And exhale. And on the next breath, and back down. Put your your hands on your lap. Notice how your shoulders and your arms feel. Notice how your torso feels. Take a breath, relax, be in your body, be a friend of your body. This is all very intentional practice. We're not doing any of those vinyasa that goes so fast. Okay, so now we're going to do a seated twist, and I'm going to show you first, and then you can do it the second time. Follow along. So you're going to put your hand on the outside of this knee, and then you're going to square your shoulders to the wall and put your hand behind your chair, or holding on to your chair behind you, and look at the wall. Okay, so let's do this seated twist. Hand on the outside of the knee, turn your spine and your chest forward, make sure your shoulders are down. Breathe slowly, no panicking. We breathe slowly to tell our body everything's okay. And then back. And now we're going to do the other side. So put your hand on the outside of your knee, turn your spine, your shoulders to the wall, look at the wall, and breathe. Slow, deep, calm breaths. And back to center. We always do one side and then the other side. And I notice, I don't know if you notice this, but I notice that I'm always good on my right side. And it's a little bit harder for me on my left side. So it's more work to do the left side. But it's you in yoga we do both sides. So you do one leg, then you do the other leg. You do one arm, then you do the other arm. So let's do another seated twist going this way. Put your hand here on the outside of your knee, the other hand behind you on your chair, and turn your shoulders to the wall. How'd that feel? I'm going to ask you, and I ask this again and again, to be with your body. When you're going through these poses, they are all slow moving, holding, noticing our body, breathing. It's all intentional. It's not this fast jerking around. We're not doing that. We're doing yoga. We're relaxing into the pose if we can, for as long as we can, or at least a set amount of time. You might start out with just one breath, but eventually you'll get to 3 and maybe then 5, whatever your benchmark you want to be. So let's do this side again. and listen to your body. Be in your body. Back to center. In our society, we have commercials and all this Photoshop, and we don't like our body if it's not perfect. And we have to let that go. Your body is perfect just as it is. You start where you're at and you go. And you be with yourself. You be your own best friend. Now we're going to do single leg stretches. So I'm going to do it on the side so you can see better what I'm doing. I'm sorry for that glare. So we're in seated pose. Yes, we're in seated pose. And we're on the edge of the chair. So you're going to be sitting on the edge of your chair. You're going to have your legs about hip width apart. All right, your back is straight. Your head is over your shoulders are down, and you're going to take one leg and extend it out. I'm going to have to move back. There. Extend it out. And you're going to gradually come down. And if this is all that you can come down, that's perfectly fine. Stay there. Be with yourself. Notice what your body can do. Be a friend to your body. If you can go down further, that's great too. Touch your toe, touch your ankle. Stay here with your hand on your knee. Now I want you to point your foot straight. After you come up, point your foot straight, and we're going to go back down again. But the toes are pointing towards the wall. Stay where you can go. People who can't do these, if you can't do it, you can't, and that's okay. Do the best you can. Go as far as you can go and then stop. As time goes on and you loosen your body up, you'll be able to go down farther. Right back in. The other leg, toes pointing up, our foot is extended, back straight, go forward, go as far as you can go and don't go a bit farther. Now come back up, point your foot out straight to the wall. So now you're extending your foot, and we'll do the same movement. And come back up. So you should feel the muscles in the back of your legs stretch with that exercise. Cactus arms. Okay, so this is called cactus arms, and I'll show you how to do it. You can sit back in your seat now, and you're resuming your yoga chair pose. Chair, you're like a chair. Your back is straight, shoulders are down. You look like a chair. So what you do is you put your arms out and you bend them at right angles. All right? Comfortably. And then you pull back a little bit and you should feel your breastbone, your chest opening up, and then you come forward and engage your muscles. Squeeze your chest muscles. And then back to the beginning. Okay, so let's do this. All right, move your arms a little bit back. Don't go too far if you can't go too far. Just move them back a little bit. You should feel an opening in your chest. Now, bring your arms forward and clench your muscles in your chest. Your spine and your shoulder blades are stretching now. And then back to the beginning. One more time. Back. Keep your shoulders down if you can. And then forward. And then back to the beginning. So we've opened the chest area and we've also squeezed it, and the same with the shoulder blades in the back. That's cactus arm. All right. Now this is going to be less of a static pose and more of a moving pose. So you want to be sitting in your chair, maybe about halfway, because you're going to be moving. Get into your yoga seat, your chair, yoga chair seat. And starting by moving forward as far as you can go, not too far, just whatever you're comfortable with. And you start moving around, rotating your body. This is upper body circles. Okay, so get ready. Take your breath in. And remember to breathe. Close your eyes if you need to and just feel what your body's doing. Okay, now let's go the opposite direction, which is always much harder for me, but do your best. I'll do my best. Well, you know, I work at the library, so I'm always reading, and I've been reading the book, The Four Agreements, because it's checked out so many times, and I'm like, what's this about? And the last agreement is always do your best. You know, if you do your best, you give it your best shot, then there's no blame or shame. Okay, so now I noticed that my spine was like a little bit, it was making some noise when I was rotating, but it's not doing it now. Good. How do you feel? Now we're going to wind up. This is going to be a relaxing pose. So you're going to actually get out of your chair and get on the ground and put your feet up in your chair. Make sure your knees are on the edge, and then you're going to lay down and put your arms to your side, palms up, and we're going to just relax and breathe. This is a restorative pose. Your body's not working, it's just settling into this position and being at ease. You might take your mind and rove through your body and say, how do I feel? Does something hurt? Does something feel better? How does the breathing, is it easy to do the breaths? Do you have to think about it a lot? Just be present in your body, mindful. When you're ready, not before, turn over on your side. Get up very carefully. It's been a half an hour or a little bit more. I'll see you next week. I hope you have a great week. Bye now.